This is a really sad story here. So this has been going around, and the video is available all over. And it's sad because it's one of those things where it's like the system failed her. You know, this person was unalived by the person at the bottom of the picture who had been arrested 14 times and was still on the streets. They had failed to, rehabilitate him, put him away, get him the help that he needed, protect other people on the streets from him. So on a train, something happened. You can read all the details. There's plenty of places to find it. And the sad part about it is that she apparently came from the Ukraine to get away from the war over there. So she came here to flee to safety and ran into violence here and was taken out. And I saw something. I know I got it on my phone right now where they were talking about how there's all these different news agencies, how they didn't have nothing to say. No one did a story whatsoever. The New York Times, CNN, the Washington Post, MSNBC, NPR, USA Today, Reuters, Axios, ABC News, and PBS. Now, one of them covered it. And I found this strange, and it was something that I never paid attention to for years. And I've noticed for a while now, for years. But I only noticed when every once in a while I would watch certain channels that were political. And they would talk about how when certain crimes happen, the colors have to be right for them to mention it, for them to cover it, for them to do a story on something. Now, I personally am a person that says, cover them all. A tragedy happened, educate the people on it so it doesn't happen again. Cover it, no matter who did it and to whoever they did it and to how many they did it. Cover it. It doesn't matter what color they are. But apparently to these news stations, there is. So if it had been the other way around, is one thing that I've noticed. And I first started to notice it when you would hear about police violence against black people, which has been going on for a while. However, I've come upon like certain news channels, guys that cover news, like on YouTube and stuff. This one dude had a compilation of all of these incidents where people were unalived by cops, but they were all white. And watching the news, you don't hear about it at all. And I was like, whoa. And I've just come to this decision, this revelation, which it was years ago I came to revelation. I just really never spoke on it. I'm just like, they want us at each other's throats. Some people want us at each other's throats, man. Reminds me with some of the woke stuff that's going on, certain things that are being pushed. You know, when people are at peace with each other, certain organizations just seem to find something to make us fight about it. And I see it with this, and I see it with, when certain crimes happen, when certain mass, what happens. Someone's gender might come into question, and all of a sudden we're finding out that certain things are going down. They found out their sexuality, and now they won't report it. Or they'll mention everything but that. It's almost like on different sides, depending on who's reporting certain things, certain people are being protected. Certain narratives are being pushed, and it's a damn shame. I think it's sick, and this is the reason why you need to educate yourself, and you can't You cannot rely on one news channel. You really need to have you do your due diligence. And I learned that when I was studying real estate. I was about to go into it. So I realized, it's not for me. But one thing is your due diligence. You need to find out everything that you can about that particular property before you invest in it. It's the same thing with this. A lot of these stories, you need to find out every detail you can before you invest in a particular view on these stories. Because sometimes you're being fed a particular narrative and you didn't know nothing, you know what I mean? You didn't know nothing about this that happened, which if you knew is like, wait a minute, that changes the whole story. This has been going on for a long time too. A long time. And I know that they're, when just thinking about the cop thing, there's more good cops than there are bad cops. And the bad cops make it really bad for the good cops. And, you got to find out what's truly going on. So this is sad. This young lady lost her life. And, it's really up to the people. We got to make sure that we are protecting each other and getting the word out to make sure that people know the true details of these things. And because, that's one of the great things about social media. A lot of times a story will come out and then people are like, no, but this happened. And you're not reporting it. Like, I'm like, whoa. The people really have a voice now kind of more than ever, So rest in peace to her. And they need to make sure that this dude never steps foot out of prison again. Or depending on the state he's in, you're going to get the penalty. But if he's got mental problems, they probably won't do that. Those they'll say it was insanity, he's got problems, and that's why it happened. And, but yeah, he's not allowed in society again. And it has nothing to do with color, because atrocities happen on all sides of the fences all over the world. Different races doing it to themselves, to other races, to different cultures. It's been happening, and like Rodney King said, can't we all get along? We need to figure it out. And you can't let people control your mindset.